Hello and welcome to my third Pokemon Wi-Fi match against the man who fights like the ocean. Starts off with Ambipom versus Floatzel and a little bit of lag. And the fog effect. Occasionally when you fight on Courtyard Coliseum, there'll be this fog effect that makes your attacks miss, and you will see that affect the match later in the video. I'm up against another Quagsire, and the one Quagsire that I fought in the past, it used Amnesia. I think I had chosen 3 special attackers and it used Amnesia, so I couldn't damage it. Then it started using Toxic and slacking off, so I couldn't deal any damage to it at all. If I had Venusaur with me at the time, I would have been able to counter it, but I didn't, and I lost horribly. Unfortunately, I have Venusaur and Porygon 2, who can both counter Quagsire in their own ways. This one happens to have Yawn, so I get the added bonus of being able to counter even its Yawn attack. So basically, Quagsire is completely helpless. They can't use Waterfall because Porygon 2 is traced its Absorb. And I use Magic Code again just in case he decides to, go for another Yawn. And so now begins the arduous part of the battle. Stockpile, I feel, was pretty useless back in the during the advanced games, but now that it increases both your defense and your special defense, I feel like it's maybe not overpowered, but it can be kind of annoying to get through, especially when you're using the 90% accurate Charge Beam in the fog and it won't it won't connect at all. So Pelipper is able to stockpile all the way to 3 before Charge Beam even does any damage at all. I'm actually surprised that Charge Beam was able to do this much damage. And now Pelipper is suffering from the effects of fog. So 2 bird Pokemon in the fog, neither of them have the defog ability because it's not useful outside of the games. And here I got really scared with the Air Slash. I was really worried that Porygon wasn't going to be able to pull off any attacks, so I have it recover, just in case it ends up being flinched to death, so it recovers at very little, with very little damage. Yes. So this is the this is the amazing fog effect. The fog makes for a really exciting battle. I think of the possible effects they could have put into the game, they had to choose fog. I mean, they could have made a Coliseum where, say, Sunny Day is always in effect, or Rain Dance is always in effect, or Sandstorm or Spikes are always in effect, but they decided to go with fog, and you get all the excitement of your attacks not connecting. But the only positive thing about this stall situation is that when Charge Beam does connect, Porygon 2's special attack is going up, and Well, as you may have noticed, the Porygon 2 and Ambipom are both Japanese. I borrowed them from my friend, and I guess this is the strategy he's going for. I tend to prefer more consistent moves, but he likes more splashy types of effects. And the Charge Beam does come in handy when you're able to pull it off. So specifically, I guess in stalemate situations like this, it's really useful. The Pelipper gets to stall even more because while it's using Roost, it loses its flying type, so Charge Beam doesn't get to do 4 times the damage. It's reduced only to 2. Even so, it's not really going to be able to do a whole lot of damage with Air Slash. But, somehow, it always ends up being Porygon 2 on the stage that I end up using. I had a previous battle where Porygon 2, I think, was up against a different bird Pokemon. I want to say that it... Oh, here comes Ice Beam. I guess I just got tired of Charge Beam not doing enough damage to finish it off. And I know Ice Beam, even though it's not doubly effective, has higher power, has higher base power, so I decided to go with that. Luckily, I just happened to get a crit. But really, beyond this point, it's no contest. Since Porygon 2 was allowed to build up such a huge charge, his Floatzel doesn't stand a chance at all. And Quagsire comes back. It still can't do anything. It gets a 1-turn reprieve because of the fog making Ice Beam miss, but more lag. Yay. Then Ice Beam. Ice Beam for the win because it's immune to Charge Beam. And that's the match. Thanks for watching.